What's going on, guys? This is Burrs. So, let me show you how to take apart this cold steel Recon 1. So, what are we going to do first? Well, you're going to have to get your Torx driver here. And there's some screws on this end. Now these are actually holding this together. These aren't just for the clip. So just keep that in mind when you're taking apart. So you want to take all these out, and I start with the pocket clip ones. These. Actually, I just realized my Loctite is not near me, so I have to go get that done. You're gonna want Loctite. You're gonna want a good oil. I'm using M-Pro 7 LPX. So I oil up the bushings. And you're gonna want a cleaner. Use Ballistol. That's what I use. Alright, so we got that off. Then I'll go ahead and start to take off of those. Make sure you keep them all in their little pairs. At least I do, because I'm kind of anal. So then you go ahead and take these bottom ones off. Now, to get this one off, you're going to need a bigger size. That's your pivot one. That's actually going to give you the tension for the knife. So you can adjust that as you want. So we'll go ahead and adjust this off here. Oh, I forgot. There's screws on the other side. So alright. So at that point, you can go ahead and slide off the top. You slide off the handle. Now, as you can see here, this is what it looks like on the inside. And I'm bumping the camera because that is how professionals do it. Alright. So as you can see, here's the locking mechanism here. There's a bushing, and as the blade comes, try to keep this together here. As the blade comes up, you can see how that kind of locks it in place there. Keeps it so it doesn't, you know, that's your locking mechanism, and then you depress this, which depresses that, and allows you to put it back down and inside. Okay. So, then what we'll do is take it apart here. So I'll go ahead and take the blade off. Pop that part out. There we go. Okay, so here's your two bushings. You want to keep those pretty clean. Okay, so here's the blade. Put that to the side. And here's the internal workings. I don't do anything with the internal workings. When I'm cleaning the inside or cleaning the bushings, I'll wipe them off and all that, but I don't see any oiling needed done in here. So the only thing maybe might be right here. Just want to get the dust off of it and such, and wipe it down. But other than that, there's no need for it. So at that point, you take these washers here. So this is how you can get your whole damn thing clean. Spray it down. Ballistol. I'll just let it soak in for a minute. Alright, it's about a minute. So I'll go ahead and put that on here. And I'll just wipe it off. Make sure you get all those areas This Teflon coating is nice and smooth and all that, so you gotta keep it, you gotta be careful when you're wiping this off, because you can slip very easily and cut yourself. Don't want to do that now. So, like I said, clean it so that it's all off of there, because you want to have a nice area where the bushings go. You want to have that nice and dry so you can put your oil back on there. Get all the dirt out of there. Probably use a Q-tip if you want, but oops. I'll clean the bushings, or the washers here. Now let's do the same thing to them. Spray them down. Let them sit for a minute, and then take your other rag, and I just wipe them off. Okay. I'll just wipe these plastic ones real gingerly, because they catch a lot of dirt. So what I like to do is take a little bit of your oil, put it around here, I actually put it right here as well. The way it slides nice and easy. Now I don't get any on the actual action. What I might do sometimes is I'll just put a strip on. I'll take it right back off, just to get a slight edge on opening. But you definitely don't want any down on the locking mechanism. You want that dry. At least in my opinion. Take your bushing. Put a little bit of schmooze on it. Stick that on. And stick on the Teflon one. Take the knife, stick it back on the post. Okay. I'm going to take the Teflon again and apply a little oil to the bushing again and stick that on. Now at this point, I'll make sure that there's a little extra. At this point you can go ahead and put this back on. You're gonna have to, this is pressurized, the back part, so stick the front part on a while, like such. Grab it like that and push down until you can see the holes to screw into there. I'm going to take your smaller screws, there should be 3 of them, and those are the ones you want to use on this end. So I got 1 in there, and you can take a little bit of that blue Loctite and put that on the tip of all these screws, just so that you don't have anything back out on you, particularly the pivot one. I don't have it with me right here, but you can do that just to be extra sure you're not going to have anything back out. Alright, so at that point you can go ahead and put the rest of the screws in. The rest of them are the same length. So on the non-pocket clip side, that's the side you want to put the short screws. So on the non-pocket clip side, that's the side you want to put the short screws. Take your pocket clip, apply that, and then you stick in your longer screws. And what I'll do is I'll go back and torque them all again. You don't want to over torque either. Switch out your bit. You can get working on your pivot screw. Now that's going to determine how that comes out. Okay. I like mine rather loose. You hear that? Let's get that a little bit tighter. Just want to work that in a little bit. Make sure you don't get your fingers in here when you're doing this. So there it is. That's what I do. And you'll have a little bit of oil maybe come out, and just wipe that off. But that's what you do to take apart and clean the bushings and give it a good oil. At least that's what I do. Doesn't mean you have to. Huh. Tight spaces. Anyway, so if you guys have any questions or anything, let me know. But until next time, later.